let's give Don Jr. an opportunity to strike back. Now, this is from, you literally, I don't even know what this MSNBC liberal has said or what one it is. You literally won't believe what this MSNBC liberal said, my reaction. So I literally won't believe it. So you're not playing the clip and I'm going to see it. You literally. So you're going to misuse literally in the title. Please tell me you're playing a clip so it's not about belief. I can see it with my own eyes. That's right.
Guys, if you want to see peak...
Guys, if you want to see peak losership...
liberal insanity, peak Trump derangement syndrome, you got to watch this video. This is a New York Times writer on MSNBC. I guess it
Okay, so it's not an MSNBC liberal, but it's a New York Times writer.
was this weekend, and they've lost their mind.
Oh, and then you wrote your notes down over on the left this time. So your little like crib notes are here, are they? Are they just written on the back of a Sudafed package? Yeah, you can't even just you can't memorize
Their mind.
You can't remember what you were going to say 4 minutes at a pop.
America
Thanks, Melissa.
is one with whiteness, and until we change, I mean, where do these morons get this stuff? Right? She was disturbed to see dozens of American flags on cars on Long Island this weekend. I mean, dozens of them.
Yeah, on the same car, I think.
Guys, watch this video. I'll be back with commentary.
I know, Dad, it's going to be fantastic.
I think this is another area where Democrats really need to get...
Okay, and this is, by the way, this is a, let's see, Washington Post article. Too many people are still underestimating the Trump threat by Max
serious about talking about what this threat is. I think you said it really well, Joe, a minute ago, where you talked about the need to stop being surprised by all of this and start taking it seriously. You know, it's really concerning to me that the Democrats haven't just gone ahead at this point and said we're doing this on our own in terms of getting a commission together to explain to the American people how we allowed the insurrection to take
January 6th
place in the Capitol. I think that really needs to move forward swiftly.
Agreed. I can't believe she said this.
You know, the reality is here that we have a large percentage of the American population. I don't know how big it is, but we have tens of millions of Trump voters who continue to believe that their rights as citizens are under threat by simple virtue of having to share the democracy with others. I think as long as they see Americanness as the same as one with whiteness, this is going to continue. We have to figure out how to...
Yeah, she's concerned with tens of millions of Trump supporters, not necessarily even Republicans, but the hardcore Trump supporters who believe that America, that absolutely subscribe somehow to a whites-only kind of an attitude.
To get every American...
Not that... I don't hear her saying all Republicans are white supremacists, none of that stuff, but there's a distinct concern. That's why she said tens of millions, not 100 million or all of them or the Trump voters or whatever. Like, she's talking about a segment, a rather frighteningly large segment of Trump supporters who believe that in white primacy, if not supremacy. I have a hard time believing that these people look in the mirror and say supremacy. That's another conversation for another time.
And a place at the table in this democracy, but how to separate Americanness, America, from whiteness. Until we can confront that and talk about that, this is really going to continue. I was on Long Island this weekend visiting a really dear friend, and I was really disturbed.
Yeah, nobody goes to Long Island for an acquaintance. You got to really care.
Saw dozens and dozens of pickup trucks with explicatives against Joe Biden.
So in public, pickup trucks with swear words written about Joe Biden on them. That's her primary concern.
On the back of them, Trump flags.
Trump flags,
and
okay.
In some cases, just dozens of American flags, which is also just disturbing because essentially the message was clear. It was, this is my country. This is not your country.
Right, yeah. The Trump supporters believe they own the right to that, even though they seem to, in a lot of fronts, they seem to prefer the Confederate flag. They keep saying they want to remove our history, which is a very Confederate thing to say when they're talking about statues of, Bedford Forrest and Robert E. Lee.
Country, I own this. And so until we're ready to have that conversation, this is going to continue. What really is concerning to me as well is it's not just Democrats in Congress. I think there's a large percentage of Americans, even some of my colleagues in journalism, who are invested in some way in pretending that this isn't the threat that it is. That is the real concern. Because, the Trump voters who are not going to get on board with democracy, they're a minority. You can marginalize them long term. But if we don't take the threat seriously, then I think we're all in really bad shape.
Yeah, so she even makes a distinct case that group that can't separate Americanness from whiteness, that has, that is claiming the flag as their own and aligning it with, writing expletives on their truck and having Trump flags in there, pairing that all together in one package, is a minority of even Trump voters. She's making that case. I can't wait. I can't believe she said what Don Jr. is going to assume she said. Thank you, Melissa.
Totally agree. Mara Gay and Tom Nichols.
I mean, guys, do you see how insane these people are? Do you think these people have any understanding of what America is about? I mean,
yeah, we're not talking about America. We're talking about your dad's followers, your dad's cult.
Literally the most welcoming place anywhere in the world.
Yeah, but your dad's followers, a very distinct group of them, the deplorables, as Hillary would call them, which is there's this basket of deplorables. These are the Trump supporters that are irredeemably gross. And then there's the reachable ones. She was being mitigatory and trying to be slightly inviting. She was making the case that you can reach some Trump voters, especially the Obama crossover ones, which was weird. So, yeah, we know the country's inviting. We're saying that, and I believe she's saying, if I may interpret, because I speak smart person, I might be able to translate into idiot for you, that she's saying that these groups, these are not the most welcoming. As a matter of fact, they're the love it or leave it at best, fuck off and die at worst.
It's absolute insanity. I mean, that she would associate American flags with whiteness as though...
She doesn't. She associates the usurpation of dozens of them and F. Biden stickers and a Trump flag, the usurpation of that.
So there are no other people who are patriotic citizens who aren't white
You don't get to claim patriotism because of what she's saying. And by the way, I know you wrote down, or someone did for you, what is it, the Heritage Foundation, or was it one of Ben Shapiro? You just copy down what Ben Shapiro said again, and then you're just repeating it in a shorter video, hoping you get enough rumbles to pay for this afternoon's blow. Is that what we're doing?
That America is one with whiteness, and
America isn't one with whiteness. A distinct, scary group of Trump supporters is. That's what. And by the way, I have to say, a bit of a mea culpa. I literally don't believe what this MSNBC liberal said, according to Don Jr. I don't believe that. Literally, I don't believe he's saying what she was saying, or she said what he's saying she said. So yeah, this, is actually the most aptly titled video in his repertoire.
We must break that. Are you out of your mind? I mean, these are people writing for the New York Times. These are journalists.
Right, this is true.
They have no understanding of what America stands for, that it's the greatest country in the world.
Yeah, that's why they're part of the process of the vast majority of Americans rejecting the jingoistic white nationalist bullshit that a chunk of your followers believe.
That people of all races, colors, religions have the most opportunity here of literally anywhere in the world.
Yeah, and we would like to continue that and make sure that it expands with the actual people that are here, as opposed to stuffing American flags in the back of our truck next to a Trump flag as if it's the equivalent. Driving around with expletives painted on your truck. None of that actually is in line with any of that kind of open patriotism you're talking about.
World, and I'll have to say that, in my opinion, so the fact checkers don't ding me because, they make a habit of just trying to do that.
Sorry, what, ding you on what?
And I'll have to say that, in my opinion, so the fact checkers don't ding.
Well, yeah, because your opinion is shit. Like, you could literally say anything in your opinion because no one actually knows what your root base is on anything, on philosophically, intellectually. Does anybody know where this guy stands on anything other than "Dad was right, guys"?
Don't ding me because, they make a habit of just trying to do that. But this is the insanity, guys. Trump derangement syndrome is very, very real, and it's manifesting itself in our journalists. These are the people in journalism. It's very
Wait, journalists are the people in journalism? Is that how they got there? Oh my God.
similar, in my opinion, in academia.
Yeah, where academics are.
These are the people teaching our children.
Academics are in academia and journalists are in journalism.
And they're supposed to be the thought leaders of our country. They have...
No, they're not. They're not the thought leader. They're not supposed to be the thought leaders. They report, arguably, on the thought leaders. Your dad is a thought leader of those people. And they're going, these are dangerous thoughts.
no clue. I mean, they're outraged because they saw...
Okay. Do we really... Hold on. I don't know why this thing won't freeze up. Hold on. No. Can we... Yeah. Quit it. Hold on. I have to grab something real quick. I'm getting spammed in. There we go. Yay. There we go. And then, hey. Okay. All right, go ahead. Continue. Sorry.
Dozens of American flags, guys.
Yeah, in the same truck with a Trump flag in it.
Oh my God! It's the boogeyman. It's an American flag in
No, it's not. It's not the flag isn't the problem, dum-dum.
America. Can't make this crap up, folks.
You are making it up. That's exactly what we're watching. We're watching him make this up. That's what this whole thing is. You made up this controversy for yourself. You pretended she was concerned about something she wasn't. I mean, yeah, you can absolutely. And by the way, never try to limit my imagination based on what people believe is possible. I've never understood you can't make this stuff up, folks. Yes, I can. I'm an artist. I can make up anything. That you wouldn't, because it's unbelievable, is what you mean.
Folks, but this is why we got to push back, and this is why we...
Yeah, guys, it's why we gotta like my rumbles.
got to stay in this game.
Yes,
Guys,
in the game, right? It's such a game. Oh, God. And by the way, so for the record, yes, you literally won't believe what this MSNBC liberal said. First of all, not an MSNBC liberal, a writer for the New York Times. I guess we're assuming because she's a woman and she's black that makes her liberal automatically. Or that she doesn't like Trump, that obviously anybody who doesn't like Trump is clearly, really a Democrat and probably hates our country. I mean, that's according right out of his dad's mouth, right? That's the entire argument. My reaction. I mean, I guess if you got to crank these things out, it's like toilet paper. Does it really matter? I mean, dude, this is like 4 minutes and 39 seconds, and you only had to check your notes 3 times.